Hello and welcome, the official NRL Fantasy podcast. I'm Paulie G, Luke Seifleet, Andrew Molinaroli. How are we?
Favourite time of the week, Paulie?
Mr. 55.
Mr. 55?
Mr. 55, Payne Haas.
Oh.
We might as well just start with the
Come on,
sledgehammer straight away.
Let's just rip the banner off.
You guys set that up, didn't you, backstage?
No, just set it up.
Not at all.
Just rip the banner off, Paulie.
That's right, rip the band-aid off.
69.
Well,
Just look down the
times
barrel.
two.
Apologise to
All
everyone.
good. Got to take it where you get it, mate. That's how it is.
Thanks, mate. Don't worry, you'll keep.
That's it. That's right.
Besides Payne, what else do you want to talk about? Nathan Cleary.
Can he keep? Oh, yeah, but
Hold.
Cleary was that's unlucky.
Yeah, it's
You
hold.
go Cleary to Haas if you can do it.
No.
No.
See, I disagree.
No.
Yeah, no.
Why would you? How else are you going to get Haas?
Yeah, but and then how are you going to get? And then you're going to want Cleary back the week after.
Why?
Because
Well,
it's
who
Cleary.
else?
break
So
even
who
100.
are your halves next week?
Wait. This is last week reincarnate. Honestly, what has Cleary done for me lately? You doubted Haas, and now you're doubting Cleary.
I didn't doubt
Are you-
Haas, saying he's going to score well. He's not doubting Haas.
Are you gonna get?
Not in the slightest.
Okay.
Nah, well,
I'm holding Cleary. He could be out for 2 weeks. I'd hold him.
What's that mean when the bloke's got the slapping the sticker on the tank with the leaking tank, the tape? That's Paulie right now.
No, I don't think so. I think you've got to get
Cleary's
Haas.
leaking. Haas.
You've got to get Haas, right? And if that's how you get him, then that's how you get him.
Yeah, as I say, if you have to, you have to. That's the way you play.
trading guns. Hate trading
So
guns.
in defence of you, Paulie, you're not going to be the only one. There's a lot of
Yeah.
top players that are doing the same thing. But me personally, I think you're just creating another problem again because, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Six, mate, as I said, you stick to what you sold
Well, I
you're doing.
think we've got to tell people, like, I can't see how we can tell people don't bring in.
Well, okay, playing devil's advocate, right? You said last week he can't keep this up. Can he go 4 in a row?
I don't think he can score 100.
Okay,
But
so
if he scores 7, let's say he gets 75, he'll go up another $50,000.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. That's
a lot of
And then
money.
he's what?
$1 million.
A million or so?
I think so.
Okay, so Paulie, give us your reasoning to selling Cleary to Haas.
So
With his
Cleary's
break-even.
break-even's 100.
Yep.
So far from what we've seen from all halves, no one's hitting 100. The whole game is now middle. Ever since they've changed a lot of the rules on field, fantasy-wise, halves. Those glory days of 2021 are long gone. We're not seeing Tommy Turbo smashing at 150 in fantasy.
Oh, mark that one down. That's another one. 150. Okay, that's a bit
That's
different,
right.
but-
That's what he scored in 2021.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so the point is that Haas is breaking records right and centre. If you don't own him,
We are 3 rounds in though.
if you don't own Haas, you both own him, so you're sitting there, big grins.
but
I captained Haas.
But we didn't trade Cleary to him though.
But you got Haas. It's not an issue.
But
You go talk to people that don't have Haas and see how many of them have your opinion.
I don't like
do
to
it,
talk
don't
to
do it.
peasants, Paulie.
Yeah.
I have Haas.
Anyway, I'm sure we'll get lots of questions. So let's just hold the fire.
Yep.
Let's talk about Rabbitohs and Panthers, shall we? It's going to be an interesting game because obviously no Nathan Cleary, no Dylan Edwards, but Souths have lost a few as well. Campbell Graham's out.
Yep.
That's another blow. Still missing some other players. Our favourite, Lachlan Hubner, still out one more week.
I'm quite excited for Jack Cole here.
So Jack Cole gets
He
an
might score a lot of
opportunity
points here. Could be a good game. Well, again,
after trading him.
He's trading him out.
Well, who would have thought?
this is the,
Yeah,
Paul-
that would
the
happen.
Paulie therapy
He really-
session.
he
So
really-
Schneider onto the bench, like, oh, Cole will be lucky to get half a game. I'll trade him.
He
out.
really took the lead last week against the Storm, and it's a pretty good interview, you know. So I think, yeah.
Trent Taylor was very good in that game against your team,
Yep.
Manly, in the pre-season.
In the pre-season, yep.
challenge. Will he play that Cleary role?
I don't think so. I think that's his team.
You think so?
Yep.
Oh, I think it's probably a bit of both, to be honest. It's like Dylan Edwards said the other night. Like they just play within their system. Like that's the whole reason they beat Storm, and they're on one league. I mean, they're just saying. No, I meant last week when they played last week.
Storm won.
I know they nearly beat them.
Oh, I thought you said that.
And they were missing their best player.
Yeah, I thought
you know what I mean. Like
They were down.
that's just
They were down 14.
That's just the way they are.
Yeah.
Like that's wherever they plug in, they go well.
I feel like a lot of that was adrenaline, but I feel that's still a very good system team. So, but like I said, I think Cole's going to be the man this week.
And it'd just be perfect fantasy irony. I reckon will get like a 75 this week too.
Be nice if one of you's mentioned Mamas Ellis' score after.
Well,
you're happy to rat on my Haas prediction. Meanwhile, Mamas Ellis won't get 50 or more.
Well, he made 60 tackles, so.
But what did I say?
Paulie, we do not remember your wins. We only remember your losses.
So it seems.
So
This to the grave.
get used to it.
Well, he makes 60 tackles because their middles got absolutely hammered. Friend of the show, Coogie, wasn't very happy, but I think he was proud. But yeah, I don't know. Again,
Another tough night.
Another tough night, I think. Unfortunately.
They do love to do the drop-off plays, working over the middle. So yeah, he might get another 60 tackles. That is.
I think so.
Yeah.
We're going to get to all your questions, of course. Join us every Tuesday, 4 p.m. on YouTube to ask your questions if you're listening on the podcast later. That's what you're going to do next week. Let's talk about Roosters and Titans now. Friday evening game, and well, Robbo, this is sort of entering a bit of uncharted territory for the Chooks.
Who are the favourites here?
I don't know.
No, this is the shrug game. You can't really tell. Like you don't know what you're going to get here.
I was a bit worried about Rob Toyer. I thought he had a down game against the Warriors.
Still should be, because look who's an 18th man.
18th man.
Yeah.
It is early on, but for a lot of teams, you're talking about holding guys like Cleary, Watson, of course, not playing. Do you hold him?
Again, I would be if I could.
He's got a break even of 53, so it's a bit of a different scenario to the Cleary one, because he's not going to lose money when he comes back.
Who are you replacing Watson with, though? That's the thing. So who you going to...
Well, you're basically riding the Mamazula train.
Yeah.
You're downgrading, and then you're basically going like a Starling of the world. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
You're not really focusing on Hooker this year, because Hooker you're just not getting what you're not getting the numbers you usually get from like the people that stay with Harry Grant. They'd be devastated, because it's just not they haven't got the numbers they wanted out of it, and they spent so much of their salary cap on him.
People that would be happy though is White owners.
Yep.
He's just gone from strength to strength.
It will be interesting this week though, because there are a few more players back.
Collins and Butcher back.
And he's gotten lucky with Watson being out too.
What do you think about Siwa Wong, Andrew?
I'm a big fan. I like him, but it is a bit of a worry seeing Butcher Boys kind of in and around the team. But he's a good player. Breaks tackles, works hard, good defender.
Yeah.
Can find the line. So I like him. I like him.
Wish he got on.
Earlier. Well, I'll probably just get him this week.
Yeah, he's still affordable, isn't he? Just
Still
over 400.
affordable?
Yeah.
I can definitely do that if I get rid of Cleary.
Okay. How many minutes you got him down for?
80.
Okay.
No, I mean, Nat Butcher played a lot of middle last year.
Yep.
So I didn't feel the need to drop him down, but
I would just caution. I'd caution the Billy Smith wave there on 18th man.
What about their opposition there, Paulie, with Bo Former?
yeah, he's a good player.
What do you think?
Well, if you didn't trade Dylan Lucas last week and you've got Payne Haas, I think the straight swap Lucas to Fermor makes sense.
Yeah, I brought him in this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. He's a good player. Scores
same
well.
position.
Dual
Dual
position.
position.
Yeah, it's good.
He's smoky for Origin too.
I'd say he should get there.
Yeah, so that's the only.
You got a lot of guys lining up in Origin.
Well, no, I mean he was.
They lost last year, didn't they?
Yeah, he was lined up, but he did his knee.
No
obviously
loyalty.
last year.
No loyalty.
They lost.
Okay.
Queensland don't do loyalty when they lose.
No.
Only do loyalty when they win.
Getting spicy.
Jaden Campbell, outstanding.
Well, he's
Another guy.
going to be highly sought after now.
Again, if I didn't have the Payne Haas dilemma, he'd be my number one trade in this week.
Yeah.
'Cause wing fullback is just proving to be a massive headache.
And he can play in the halves.
I think people that are going for more squad balance will go him over Haas, because I just think gutting your team for Haas it's going to create a problem. So like Campbell's a smart player, and shout out to Longy. Longy started with Campbell, which was good.
Had to leave a lot of money on his bench in round one to do it.
Yep. And also too, and again, with positive comes negative. I mean, the Brimson owners will just be furious.
He'll bounce back this week.
I don't know. I just don't know.
At fullback at 5'8".
If he can't get a good score in the Knights game,
Little bit.
then what are you going to... What's a bounce back for you, though? This is what I'm saying.
30 odd.
Okay, that's not acceptable.
It's not
Mate,
acceptable.
it's not acceptable.
It was only-
A bounce back for our audience is like 55, 50.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, predictor has him at 37.
Yeah.
Make of that what you will.
No.
Let's talk about the Dolphins and the Broncos now. And
Battle of
the
Brizzy.
Dolphins, they need a win. They need one badly, Luke.
They cost me the perfect round last.
Well, they need a win like you need Payne Haas.
Yeah, it's probably comparative.
They got a tough draw. They got a really tough draw.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one. I think they got the Titans and
Tough
they
is an
got-
understatement.
Yeah.
They always get up for this, though.
Yes, yeah, like the Cowboys did last week.
My take of this fantasy show is I think this week Reece Walsh is a must go.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins are going to win.
I think he's bottomed out. I think he's I won't disagree, but I think he's bottomed out to the point now. You're going to need extra. Like you can't rely on these Youngies of the world and all that Brimstons of the world. Better off getting on the bottom basement of a Reece Walsh
think he's
and going
there
for
yet?
it.
I think
Mate, did you watch the
Stags
Dolphins
is back.
defend last week?
Stags is back.
Did you watch the Dolphins
Yeah, I
defend
watched
last
it.
week? Like it's a pretty high-powered offense they've got there. Like it's
So Dean Mariner, he
Makes way.
makes way for Tony. That's kind of surprising.
There'll be
Shibasaki
some
owners will
pretty
be
happy-
jumping up and
pretty
down,
happy
mate.
people out
Stamping
there
your feet.
now.
That's quite surprising. Nothing against Shibasaki. I just thought Dean Mariner, he's got it all. So yeah,
Matt,
quite
Feels
surprising.
like yesterday that I was sitting in our old studios with CK debating whether Gemat Shibasaki was a good buy back in
Another
2020.
fantasy barnacle, mate, just keeps coming back.
Keeps coming back.
Can't get rid of him. Okay, I think either way, if you pick a Dolphins upset here, I think we can all agree there's a lot of points in this game.
One thing I should mention to Tom Gilbert owners out there, about 20 minutes in last week, I'm not sure why, but he moved to the edge and Plath played
Yeah.
the rest of the game in the middle.
Okay.
So obviously Gilbert was down on his PPM because of that, because when you're edge, you don't work.
And also too with him, it's better he plays less minutes because he was at about, I think he got to about 48 live. And then, like you said, that last 15 minutes he stayed on where he usually gets a little bit of a break. So if he had that little break, what he usually does, he would have stayed at like 45, come back on and got the 55. But the problem in that last 10 minutes, he missed about
Missed
3 or 4
tackles, yeah.
tackles, and he
Just
gave
worried.
away a 6 again. He was just gassed, mate. Like, Appy Coruscant saw lunch, mate, and said, "Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
really
for this."
worried, like, is Wolf going to leave him on the edge this week?
I think he
He's
might learn
named
from
at
his mistake
30.
this week. I think he might learn from it.
Well, I don't know. He might need him in the middle to contain a certain.
He went very hard. He went
Big
very
guy.
hard in that second half because they were up, right, and he was just flying
What's
out of the
Payne
line.
Haas going to score this week?
Just roll it back. Give me another hunch, Payno. That'd be lovely.
If he gets 100, he's probably going to be the greatest fantasy player of all time. I mean, this is probably not to put you on the spot. This is by far, if he's 4 rounds in, this would be the greatest fantasy run of all time, wouldn't it?
Well, he's
It'd be
averaging
close to
90.
it. Yeah, I don't
unheard of.
think anyone's averaging 90 after 4 rounds.
It's unheard of. He has to do it again.
Yeah, but also it's not,
When
yeah.
you look at the two teams,
I can't say no. I don't. Why not? Why
Also,
not?
I'll
why not
say
be
he's
50 after 20?
I'll say
why not?
his base is going to be about 75. I think anything after that.
Bonus. That's
I think
why
you
gotta break the team.
probably got to skipper him.
That's why you got to get him. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter why.
Well, 1 HIA and you're in a bit of trouble.
Yep, but
Okay.
This is the game we play, mate.
it's the game we
All
play.
All right. Ride the wind. Ride the lightning, whatever it is. Yeah.
Let's talk Dragons v the Storm now. And of course, St George Illawarra had the bye last week, whereas Melbourne, good win over Penrith, but came at a cost. Jerome Hughes is out, McMeany's out, Nelson Osofo-Salomono is out. Let's talk Dragons first because they've made a few changes. David Clemmer, Dylan Egan joined the bench. That's interesting. Do you think it adjusts anything? Some people jumped on Toby Couchman.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying if you're eyeing Couchman because you just don't know now because you know Flano's going to go to his vets a lot. Like,
Yeah.
Again, like you said with the Dolphins, they need a win. They need a win.
Yeah. Jacob Little's got to play more minutes, doesn't he, Andrew?
I think
Yeah.
so. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and again, that takes Cookie kind of out of play for a little bit.
And also back to my point about Couchman, it probably moves DeBellin into prop and they put Cookie at lock or something. Just that legs, just the speed in the middle.
Where's Flanagan going? Is he starting to look towards you? Like, we're going to know after this game where he sees it, because he's just bought David Clemmer.
Well, that's
Well,
the thing.
that's,
Flano will play the people that he knows
He wants to win.
rather than the people that he
It's
doesn't.
big that
They beat him
Sully's
last
been
year.
named too, because Sully was he was injured pretty badly with his ribs in that last game. He's had the week off, but they're going to need a big performance from their back five here.
Dragons beat him last year, Storm.
Munster owners, I'd be excited.
Yeah, well, with Wishart, his halves partner, that's good. I think Jack Howarth will bounce back. That's his worst game in the top grade.
Shout out Floggy. Floggy's got the hounds.
Yeah.
He needs a big one.
Yeah, I got him too.
He
yeah.
said after the game, he said, I'm not happy with myself.
No, I like him.
Stick solid. Stick
He's
solid.
not happy with
sorry,
himself. 'Cause
Stick
he's
solid.
like,
thought-
I didn't
thought
play
Floggy
well
was,
enough.
Thought Floggy was looking himself in the
no.
mirror saying,
Yeah, that would be quite funny though.
I think like your feeling with the Dolphins Broncos. I feel more about this one than the other one.
Do I need to ask a question here, Andrew?
Go
Do
on.
you still own Trent Liero?
I'm flirting with the idea of getting rid of him.
But you've still got him.
still
for
got
this
him.
second. Okay, that's fine. That's all I
Love
wanted
him.
to know.
Love him. Don't
No,
again.
because
Stop
last
asking.
week-
Stop asking.
No, I
He's-
just
he's
wanted
the-
to
he's the
double
man.
check you didn't, after
Well, you're
we
gonna-
finished the show, trade him out to
No.
get Payne Haas.
No, I
He
did not.
wasn't-
No.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
It
I'm not
was-
having a go.
It was Hosking Lucas.
Sounds like you were loading the gun there for a bit.
Yeah. Still
I
got
was
him.
checking.
All right.
Come at
okay.
me.
He said he doesn't.
Have you got
he said
Haas?
he-
I
said
do,
he-
so it's fine. Did you
he
captain
said he
Haas
still
last week?
owns him. No, that's all right. At least I can't say.
Are you going to captain Haas this week, Paulie?
Do you want to talk
I am.
about DCE?
Oof. Too soon,
Sure.
Paulie. Too soon.
Anyone else from this Storm side? Pappenhausen? Harry Grant?
Well, again, people that start with Harry Grant, they're going to want a lot more. Like, again, you go back to the Haas point. People that have Harry Grant, they'll probably use him to go to Jeddah Haas.
Yeah.
Just like that question last week we had when we.
You think
That's what,
that's a good trade?
Yeah.
that's what started this whole attack.
Grant to Haas. I mean, you're going to have to probably go Grant and Lucas to Haas.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but
not going to get there Grant alone.
But I mean, that Lucas mail came a bit late, so people were a bit late on him, so they still
Yeah.
might have him this week. So it's still some
A
decent
lot of people
cash.
still have him, yeah.
Yeah, so it's some decent cash to get to Haas. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Cowboys and the Raiders now, and of course North Queensland Cowboys yet to find their way to a victory this year. This could be their best chance so far. And Todd Payton sticking solid, 1-17, but does
He's true to his word.
Do fantasy owners stick solid with the likes of John Bateman, Reuben Connor, Reece Robson?
I suspect John Bateman will be pretty high on the traded out graphic that our friend Moffat puts out. I
time
think
to
it'll
go.
be very high up there.
Yeah. I don't think he's 80 minutes anymore.
I do believe a lot of people will be excited by Purdue though, because I think he's lightning quick, and I think
Played well.
he need one of those games just to get a bit of confidence up. So I think
played
he's
well.
good. And again, people are going to be short centres this round, so they're probably going to have to play him.
Yeah.
Because again, hands up, I was one of the guys that played Toya and Toya over him. And
Has Bateman's
unlucky.
partner had the child yet?
I'm not sure, mate. You're going to
tell
have to find that out.
Couldn't tell you.
I was just thinking after Ruben Garrick scored 4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
The
something there.
new daddy fantasy tax.
I don't know. I'm just coming up with anything right now as a non-Payne Haas owner. I've
Got-
just got to think outside the box.
Start reading the tea leaves.
He's not letting it go. No, I don't. I'm not sure. Yeah. Other than that, it's really Bateman and I mean another guy to watch too. Like I said with Walsh, watching Cotter. Cotter's really starting to
drink
bottom
water.
out.
Got to keep
Drink water's very it's very
He's always
Brimson
been a bit,
areas.
up and down. It's
very up and down.
Yeah, I've always kind of kept him at arm's length.
What?
No, it's just Reece Walsh, Scott Drinkwater, AJ Brimson. All three of them have that.
They're
Yeah,
quite similar. I get
but
it.
the difference is Reece Walsh is in a very high-powered team, and he's got a higher
Yeah,
ceiling than
yeah.
the other two.
That's the thing. I started with Reece, and obviously, he got that minus. I don't even.
A lot of recency bias with
Might
Reece
be back.
Yeah.
fantasy-wise, but geez, he's a good player.
What about the Raiders? Savelia Tamale, that was a down game.
Yeah, but it was a DC masterclass. He didn't kick to him. It was a game plan. Everything was at Savage's side for that exact reason. And look what happened.
Didn't get involved.
No.
Didn't score.
Because they obviously looked at the video and said this guy's a tackle break machine.
Yeah, he's a Greg Marge
Yeah.
2.0.
Don't give him the ball.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Manly junior, so it's
That's
like
not.
they know.
They knew. Well, they also knew about
not his
another
fault.
former Manly player, didn't they?
Yep.
KO Weeks got Bomb Central.
Yeah.
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 That's just one of those games, mate. Like as I said, these home games are going to be very, very.
Game planned.
Yeah.
Ricky doesn't often get out game planned. He did
As I said, this game here is very P to win. If they can't score here, they don't ever score. Like seriously, they need to win this game, Cowboys. Because this is a very, like, what better chance are they going to
Tarpanay's
get?
Tarpanay's back. That's the scary part for the
I know,
Cowboys.
but
Horsburgh to lock. How many points? I mean, he got sin bin and still put up a mid-50s.
I was crazy. That was crazy, though, because I've
He's
not.
playing well,
yeah,
eh?
he's been playing really well.
And I don't think he should have been sin bin. Sorry.
He
guys.
what, mate? Of course. Look, what are you talking about? Anyway.
I'm with Ricky.
Discipline.
so I wonder why.
Matty Nicholson. I was happy with that score.
Yep, good,
Yeah.
good
Played
good cash gen. Yep.
In the end, because Sasangi came.
I'm glad
on the
I
edge.
downgraded from him to Hosking, which is good.
Yeah, it worked out. And
And
Starling, I'm not worried. I mean,
yeah,
the
but
game was out
game
of reach.
Game was
That's
over
the
at
thing. So
half
it's
time.
just like get some experience.
Paddy a
Game was
chance.
over at half time.
That's outrageous. Take Paulie. Sorry, I'm thinking about the horse. Of course, you should have been binned.
He's
Anyway,
offside.
go.
He's
He's
offside at
offside.
market,
It was a dry scoring. Anyway, next game. Let's go.
Leakey's going to kill me for that.
Yeah, go.
Sharks v the Bulldogs. And, well, Cronulla, I was there. It was a great performance by the Sharkies.
If you only one half, like they would put the cue in the rack.
But again, all these teams are very similar. High-powered attack.
But this,
I love watching them
This should
play.
be an awesome game. Should be an
Yeah,
awesome.
because
tougher.
it's clash of styles.
Yeah.
I feel like the Bulldogs are really missing Matt Burton.
Yeah, this is the game they're going to
course.
miss him because of the back five for Cronulla.
Yeah.
It's just
That's their weapon.
when
They
got
start their
inside the
set so
20,
well.
And then you got Fanua Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two guys who create the most are Kikau and Burton.
Sexton's going to be in for a lot of pressure here.
Big fan of
Nico
Sexton.
Hines. Do people go Cleary to Hines?
Nope.
Played well.
I mean,
64.
it's not like you said. It's not really a halves market, is it?
It's not a halves market.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fanua Blake's going well. All right, Bulldogs players. Stephen Crichton hit back. I know some people got him at the start of the year.
People got him in draft.
Draft guy.
Well, you're still happy with Preston?
Jacob Preston, another strong score.
All right, Curran.
Well, Curran moved to the edge, and he's named there this week. There was a bit of a,
Yeah.
a funny one last week, last minute. They said Salmon would play edge, but it
Yeah.
was Curran. This time they've named him there. He's just got to make sure that he
What about
doesn't turn into
Tupanua?
Cam
A
Smith.
bit like Tupanua. Is he going to be shuffled around into the starting lineup? Maybe.
I feel like Tupanua reverted to type last week.
Again, we're going to go pattern this show. Very up and down.
Yeah.
Tupanua looks amazing one week and then,
Don't fall for it.
yeah, don't fall for it.
Yeah. But I thought the Dogs, they didn't. That's the sign of a team that's going places, right?
Yeah.
They can play below their best without
Yeah.
their stars.
The question mark on them is when they play, this is why Mollers said this is going to be a good game this week, is that if they play a team with a high-powered attack, because they haven't played one yet,
Yeah.
can they keep up?
Yeah.
Because they can defend all their life.
Yeah, they can.
But because like the Eels had a chance to win that game on Sunday.
Well,
If Moses plays,
Well, a chance to take it into Golden Point.
Oh, I 100% agree with you.
What
I
I'm
was gonna
saying is
say,
when
well,
when
some of
they,
their key players let them down.
yeah, so that's what
We'll
I
get
mean.
to
So when
that,
they
mate.
play a half-decent team with a proper attack, are they going to be able to keep them out?
The defence is
It's a
really good defensive line, yeah.
It's a massive, like, if they win that game convincingly,
Clash of styles.
I think a lot of people start to believe
yeah,
it.
Fanua Blake, he
You got
might
the
be.
attacking
Yeah.
juggernaut versus
Yeah,
defensive
I think
masterclass.
I think Muller's in a great spot because I think Fanua Blake's in for a
Well,
massive.
I think so.
Fafita's going to have to stand up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
Wow.
tackle breaks.
Trial by fire.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Manly v Parramatta now. And Tom Turbo Trebojevic is back.
Yep.
That's what we like to see. Ruben Garrick, what a game. I mentioned about the
Yep.
birth of the baby.
Good
Well,
move.
Four tries.
And what was crazy about him was he was literally on like 10 points with 20 minutes to go in the first half. And it just went bang.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens.
I know,
You've
but
got to have Ruben.
Because
Well,
of it justifies.
that's why
Every now and then he just
he just,
goes
but
into
the centre wing fullback's just
Yeah,
so
so true.
handy.
Yeah, and he's got both.
And also, and
much.
again, it's the same thing. He's in a high-powered offense, so when they go good,
Yeah, he kicks
benefits.
the goals, he scores tries. Like it's just
We're good. We are good at running downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, Burbo had another good game.
Solid
Someone
player.
started with him this year. They would have been happy.
Yep.
But other than that, Takiaho, do you think he'll get more minutes now that
Well,
Seka's out?
fantasy.
Probably not. I don't think so. No.
He's very
He's
cheap.
Yeah, he's cheap, but
I think he's right priced.
You know,
I think if you're going to literally like squint and reach for someone, it's probably Bullen.
well, I was going to say, who played well was Ethan Bullen.
Because he's going to get more minutes.
He'll get
now.
more
Again,
minutes.
it sucks with the Paseka thing. It's really unfortunate, but with that news becomes opportunity now, right? Because they're obviously going to have to.
See how we
Someone's
go.
going to have to play more
Keep
minutes.
a close eye on.
Because he is DPP.
Yeah, keep a close eye on that minute rotation. Parramatta, you mentioned that they had a chance to win. Zach Lamax was outstanding.
Amazing.
Some of the other guys went a bit missing in action, including Isaiah.
It was probably the best performance in a losing side I've seen for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he literally tried to just go, come with me.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah, he was playing centre, wing, fullback. It was crazy.
I think he's a great shout.
So Iongi, like, are we worried? Like, I just felt like
I think it's time to move on.
it's time to move on.
Yeah.
And when you've got
It's
a guy
time-
in your reserves,
it's-
Joash Papali'i, who
Yeah.
was out and out the best player in the New South Wales Cup game, I was there. He was outstanding. Even the stuff off the ball that you don't see when you're not at the ground, he was 10 times better than Iongi. I don't know why Riles hasn't made it.
Well, again,
Well, I mean, they brought him there for a reason, right? And he's obviously a talent. He's a good player, but yeah, it's just not
There's a
working at
difference.
the moment. Yeah.
There's a difference between
There's
a young
just too-
player
there's
learning
just
craft
too-
and someone that actually knows how to play fullback.
it's just too, as I said, like, this is why I said that's why I'm raising the wing fullback thing this week, is because you can't play him. You can't have him in your starting
just time
side.
to move
If you
on.
want to have him on the emergencies
It's
and
time to
leave
move
him
on.
there,
Yeah.
okay, cool. But
he's hit his ceiling.
again, not to put, I'll probably put the reverse mocker on him, but like, that's really statistically, what does it say? He's probably in for a rough day.
Well, KO Weeks
Yeah.
played against Manly last week, and look what happened.
And again, like, it's
Yongi's
just,
gonna be tough.
and
Yeah,
to be
of course.
and to be fair on him, it's just a lot of.
It's a lot of pressure.
But there's a lot of inexperience in that team. Like, where's
Dean Hawkins played well. I thought Joey Lussick had a good comeback game
Sorry,
back into
like-
first grade.
but again-
and obviously Hopgood put the big effort in, as he always does.
Yeah.
And if
I
you
like Jack
started
Williams.
him,
I like Jack Williams.
Yeah, he missed that bad tackle.
Yeah, I know. He's like.
Yeah, that was costly.
Well, so Katoga's starting for this week.
Well, he'd started last week.
Did
Oh,
he?
yeah, in 16.
Oh, in 16.
The 1 hour,
Yeah, I
one
guess,
hour
yeah.
before kick-off swap.
Yeah, he did. Sorry, because he played 80, right?
Well, he had the HIA, which was
Yeah, but he was
questionable.
playing. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Because
Apparently the NRL's
a lot
there's some stuff around that.
of people are going to look at Kautoga as well.
Just don't know.
I mean, I think it's like the Eels. I think are like the Bulldogs were 4 or 5 years ago. Just I think you're steering clear
It's
of
hard. You
those
could-
players.
Look, Dan Keir's on the interchange. He was really good in
Yeah.
New South Wales Cup as well.
It's just a weird bench. Like, it's just a weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Riles,
it's
I
hard to
don't
get.
know.
It's hard to get a read on it.
We've never seen him.
Well, he's-
Coach
yeah,
first.
Shout out Hopgood. If you had Hopgood, that's good.
Yeah, I think Hop good, but everyone else is a bit risky.
Yeah, this could be a lot. Yeah, you got a bit of hope for Eels' sake. It's a wet track. That's all I'll say. Because if it's a dry, could be nasty business. I think.
Get your questions in. We're going to be answering them very shortly. Let's talk about the last game of the round, though. It's my favourite game of the round as well. West Tigers v the Warriors.
In the 8, mate.
Well,
in
we're in the
the
four.
in the 4.
top
In
four.
the 4.
Stop the season.
Just so you know, guys, after 3 rounds last year, you 1 loss, 2 wins. Just so you know.
Wow.
Just saying.
I didn't know that.
Last year, you're the
Do you
exact same.
believe? Do
position.
you
No, I'm
believe?
pretty
do you-
sure.
Not in the top 4, but like
Pretty
the same.
sure we had the bye. Pretty
Anyway.
sure that's how we.
Just saying.
Pretty sure that's how we had 4 points.
Oh, doesn't matter. You were there. You were there regardless.
Yeah,
so.
we were there with a bye. That rule should be changed. Anyway, I'm happy. They're playing
So you
well.
should be. So you should be.
Stafford Toa, I wanted more, but I'll take
This
it.
will be a good game.
Terrell May,
It's hard to pick this one.
I wanted what I got.
Terrell May is
Very happy.
unbelievable. So
I think-
I've just kind of like, he's almost just like a set and forget now. It's like amazing.
Yeah, he's probably. If Haas didn't exist, he's probably just your captain.
Well, if Harps
Yeah.
didn't
At the
exist, we'd
moment.
be talking about one of the greatest starts to an NRL fantasy season yet in Terrell May. But now we barely raise
Yeah.
it.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
That's what I mean. Like he's so good. Like I didn't even kind of clock what he scored for me on Saturday night.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy.
it's just an amazing score.
yeah.
Shout out
Calvin,
to
if you
Big
went in.
motor.
shout out to Silver too. Had a great game.
Well, they've got that rotation worked out, don't they?
Yeah.
With
Unfortunately- Unfortunately, it means you can't go Coruscant in
Yeah.
fantasy.
I
Unfortunately,
mean, I got him in draft.
outstanding.
he was great. He was great in the game.
I got him in
mate.
draft,
Yeah.
and like he's not in my team but he just went bananas.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
went
He
bananas.
went
That was a
bananas.
great. I mean, the try assist for Alex Seyfarth, a lot of
Yeah, a lot of
still
people-
own.
that saved a lot of people's rounds.
I mean, I had to get off him because I didn't like the fact of having too many West Tigers. It was just giving me
Got a feeling
heart
about-
palpitations.
I got a feeling about Fainu this round.
Well, he might not play. He's going to be a game time decision, but he has been named.
What's Galvin doing next year? Mind him at Manly.
2026.
Manly's got an
So,
opening. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Let's talk about the Warriors now, and that was a good win, I thought,
Yep.
against the Roosters, and one they needed. Now they're 2-1, and hey, they're a good chance of going 3-1. James Fisher-Harris, he's been standing
Well,
up.
again, like what do we talk about? The minutes. Very, round
playing,
one it was like we're not going to go past the 50. Now all of a sudden we're going past it. Funny what happens when you need him on the field.
That's 100%
Harris
right.
going up, Barnett's gone down. Shout out to Cookie Star with Fisher Harris. He'd be pretty happy.
And again, another guy to add my Reece Walsh and what was the other guy I said for just losing price?
Well, Mitch, they've got the bye next week, right?
He's a guy to watch
Round
after
6,
the bye.
I'd be really interested to get Mitch Barnett. His points last week were down because he had to play edge because Capel had to play centre because Pompey had to play wing, right, when Tuivasa Sheck went down. So it looks bad on paper, but Barnett needs to play middle to get those big scores. He's back in the middle here, has the bye next week. If he can just get a good score this round, start getting that rolling average in the right direction.
I'm keen on him.
You want guys that are fighting for origin spots between round 6 and 11, right? Because that's when they're going to play their best.
And also you want a guy that's clearly got that dog in him and he wants to go up against Terrell May. Everyone's talking about Terrell May.
Yep.
So, you know,
I think they'll have a plan for him this week with the offloads.
I'd be very keen to be buying Mitch Barnett in the next few weeks.
So we've got we've got Pompey and Tuipi. Okay, So well, it wasn't your man. Your man didn't get named this week. Oh, Laban. Okay, no
Laban.
He's on the reserves.
Well, they're winning, so I don't think he's making changes.
He's been very impressive.
Have you seen?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah. So he'll be there, and once he's there, I'll be jumping on.
Yeah,
Jumping on.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Laban is
just burn a hole in your pocket. Just give me
Luke
Laban.
Metcalf, if you held on to him,
Well,
it's
again,
just rocks and diamonds. Isn't it?
Again, we got a pattern this show. Metcalf, Brimson. It's just what they're going to be like.
Yeah. That's a tough
Not
one.
Payne Haas though. He's pretty good.
Yeah, well,
Different position.
Different position.
That's all right.
All right. There we go. It's time to ask.
Well, hang on. But most importantly,
Tigers by how much?
Tigers W or what?
Oh, I think it's 50-50. Toss of the
Tigers.
I think you're probably
Are you confident with Tigers win?
Oh, confident's the wrong word, but I'm hopeful.
Okay, hopeful.
I think I'll probably tip the Tigers, West Tigers. I think
so
I
too.
don't like to tip them.
Oh no, it's just they're at home.
Yeah.
Luai masterclass.
I like having the opportunity of, they didn't win, but I got the tip right.
Yeah, I'm like that with Manly.
Yeah. Jack Abraham with the Appy leading this Tiger train. Is he a good captain option? He's not really fantasy.
I don't think so.
He's sharing a role with a good young hooker now, so no.
Incorrect, Jack.
Rontier, another solid safe up performance. Should I pick him up?
Wow, are there only Tigers fans, Paulie? What have you done
I feel like
here?
Leakey's playing a bit of a game on me here. A few Dorothy Dixies. Let's get some real questions, Leakey.
No, it's a real question. It's safe half.
No.
I don't have safe half.
You don't pick him up.
I don't think you pick him.
No,
up.
you
just hold him.
Yeah, you want
Yeah,
to start with him, Bronny.
Let's go with our.
Because he's a guy who used to upgrade to someone else.
Here we go. Daniel Marr. Good to see you, Daniel. Brimson, persist or move on? It's a great question, Andrew. Because I'm in that dilemma.
It's time to go.
Well, I mean, he's not on my radar, so I'd probably move on.
No, but I'm saying if you owned him.
Yeah, I'm saying that's my perception. Is like if he's not on my radar, I'd probably.
Daniel, go to someone with a higher ceiling. Go to the same player, higher ceiling. Go to Walsh.
I'd probably move on.
The hard thing, Daniel, is he's going to have a bounce back game. Are you prepared? Because it could be like a Metcalf situation. You sell him, he gets a Metcalf type score in round 2. But Luke's right. Overall, he's not going to hit those numbers consistently enough. And especially if you're
Campbell's
playing
doing all the
head-to-head.
kicking. Like
If you're playing head-to-head, it's a nightmare scenario to have a guy
If you asked me
that's up
before
and down.
last week, I would have said hold, but
A lot of missed tackles,
they had a
right?
big win against Newcastle, who's a very hot team at the moment, and he got 13.
A lot of missed tackles.
A lot of missed tackles.
Like he's not really coping moving.
So
from
at
fullback
least
to half.
with Metcalf in round 2, he had the bounce back.
You know what would be great?
Do you know what I mean?
With
Like, but
no Kinney, Brimson gets moved
Goes
to
to fullback.
That's right.
That's the
That's
That
the
happens
only
before
saviour.
kickoff,
That's the only
suddenly
saviour.
Brimson could get a 60.
I just go to Walsh, Daniel, if I were you, bud.
Good question.
Great question.
Cleary to Haas and Munster to someone who can make.
Can we say that
money.
name?
I don't know what's going on with Leakey today. He might have.
Leaky. What are you doing?
I don't know what he's doing.
Cleary to Haas and Munster. You can make up the money.
Clear to Haas and Munster to someone who can. Oh, right, okay. No, I'd keep Munster KSJ. Yeah, I'd be keeping.
I'd want to keep Cleary.
Yeah, I think you're playing with
Find
fire.
another way.
Find another way. If you want to gut your team, gut it some way other way.
Paulie?
I'd be gutting everyone else before
Next
I gutted
question.
Cleary.
Next question.
It's danger, mate.
The Keg, Reece Walsh broke
Yeah.
even 73.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It
Well,
could,
I've already got him, so
yeah,
You could get it, right?
I agree, Keg. I'm just saying it's either going to be this week or next. I'm just saying, but the game's coming.
yeah, he's
Or
too,
he's going to pop off.
He's too good.
Yeah.
He's too good.
I couldn't disagree with you, Keg, but I think, I'm a bit worried this week. He is playing a team that, again, let Appy Coruscant that cook him. I mean,
Yeah.
just be warned.
Fair. Terry Evans, would you go Garrick or Campbell long term?
Campbell. More like
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Campbell
I
does.
want them both.
Oh, yeah.
You'd want
Give me
them
both.
both, but I'm just saying if you're picking one or the other, Campbell's doing more for his team.
Canberra's already had the bye to the first bye, so that's something, I guess. I
Terry,
don't know.
find a way to get them both. You might not be able to do it this week, but just find a way that they both get.
But if you gun to my head, I'd say Campbell.
You're paying a half back to a centre though. Like
Yeah.
it's tough. Like
Yeah.
Both
Campbell's
kickers.
goal kicking.
Both kickers.
Campbell's
yeah.
goal kicking. He's doing everything in that team
Dual
now.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
Garrick's dual position too, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Centre and
He's
wing.
handy.
But he's a chief playmaker, man.
Yeah, Campbell.
Boj, who to let go for Haas, Watson or Cleary, or just survive without him?
Watson, Boj. See, Boj is
I'd take
thinking on the
Watson.
right way. Go Watson.
I'd take
You
too.
reckon?
Yes.
See, I say
Don't
the
let go of Cleary, mate. I'm telling you.
Again,
I
I'd
think
rather
Cleary with a
not.
break even. At
I will
100.
happily apologise on this show in 2 weeks from now, after they play the Cowboys.
And he's got
Yeah,
170.
because I'm telling you, mate.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Break even of 100 compared to a break even of 53.
It's like
You've already got him, like, it's-
Moller's said it best. What have you done for me lately? Like he's been the best fantasy player for the last 2-3 years.
So
You're
was
just dumping.
Hines was the best penalty. he was the second best.
Okay, we're going to clear Hines to Cleary now.
Well, you
Okay,
just wanted,
sweet.
you just said who was the best fantasy.
I know, but he was Cleary's Cleary, mate. Put some respect on his name.
Questana, is it too late to go Metcalf to Humphreys? No, you just got to do it, right?
I think so.
Just do it.
Yep. His break even's crazy, isn't it, Humphries?
Yeah, just get him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like he's like borderline keeper. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he's literally Connor Watson on steroids at the moment. He went to lock and he literally got like 25 points in 10 minutes.
Yep. Daniel Dimitrevski, good to see you, Daniel. Howdy, boy. Thoughts on Jenkins being picked over McLean might be a good cash down. I'd be worried that's a bit of a trap, though.
I think it's a trap.
Yeah, that's the problem, Dad. See, I know a lot of people like Lenti was doing the opposite. He had McLean in his team before Team List Tuesday, and he's like, I'm going to get him. I said, problem is, mate, it's a bit of a roulette with that team.
Timbo Slice picked up Jenkins last week
Yeah,
when he got
it's
fullback.
dangerous, mate.
It didn't work out. He ended
No.
up 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think trap.
Bubba, your favourite viewer, Luke? Horse at 13, better or worse?
Well, mate, the way he's playing.
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
We're riding that train.
He's a beast, mate. Like Paulie said, without that sin bin, he would have got a monster score.
Which was justified.
Yeah, that's right. Which was justified. It was just unlucky. They had 30% ball. He was gassed. He had to do it.
Yep.
So, unlucky.
Courtney Lowe, Fermor or Campbell, both are guns in this spot.
That's a great question.
Ah, Fillmore.
Probably just Campbell.
I think
You're the swing vote, Paulie.
Well, Campbell, because Fermor always stays about solid price-wise, but Fermor's definitely a buy at some point. But just make a bit more money, get your salary cap up a bit, then get Fermor. But get Campbell now because he could get another big score.
Well, I was thinking going Leo to Fillmore, so anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great, Mollers. That's great.
Erica Fotu wants to know to go White or Wong.
Oh, not now.
I don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't mind him either. I think other options, Paulie. Like we've spoken about Wong a little bit. I
like Wong.
I don't mind Wong.
You need a win this week, though. It's like there's a lot of guys coming back.
White obviously went back home to New Zealand, and so that was he like Garrick with the 4 tries with the baby. Like there was a lot riding on that.
Bit
He had
riding
about 50 or 60 family and friends there
It's crazy.
watching the game, watching him.
Yeah,
play.
only
Like, he
thing-
was always going to have a big game.
Only
there.
thing with Chook's forwards now is that you're getting a lot of cavalry back, and Watson's missing this week. He comes
They're
back.
both very talented, though.
I get it, but
Sometimes you can go talent over.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I get
There's
it.
a lot of food, a lot of people you got to feed in that team now.
I like Wong over White. That's,
Wong's a bit cheaper.
Wong's higher upside,
Yeah.
Wong's a bit cheaper.
but White's
and
more
he's got
steady.
Yeah, you're probably
upside.
right. Yeah.
I'd just be very cautious of
Yeah.
that.
The Keg's back. Bateman's partner had the baby.
Keg's always Keg your burner.
All I'm saying is that there could be a correlation.
Yeah.
Wasn't his first baby.
Okay, hit us up next week and we'll see.
Maybe it's new father feels.
We'll
We'll see.
We'll check his score keg next week with Paulie and we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
But I'll be getting off.
Hubbard's back. Trade Lucas and Metcalf to Haas. That seems to work.
Yes.
Bubba, do
Minimum.
it 5 times.
What do you think with some of the minimums? I was scouring that as potentials. Like I liked what Dan Keir did in New South Wales Cup. He's only on the bench.
Yep.
Would he be potential? Jenkins was mentioned earlier. Would he be potential minimum that you could go to?
You just got to pick
Or
the,
like
just got to pick the right one and timing,
Riley
right?
Smith? Like what minimum's the right one?
I can see Riley Smith getting more minutes.
Yeah.
He didn't play well.
But
on
your
the
boy,
weekend,
I
though.
know, but
Laban, Paulie.
Yeah, I think he probably can't even afford him.
Yeah,
No.
fair enough.
Even he's too high.
Yeah,
You're probably looking at the very basement.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
definitely, yeah. As I said, mate, that trade
Gotta keep-
alone,
you
that
gotta-
trade alone just worth a minimum just to stash away for a looper anyway.
Yeah, you
buddy.
got to
just do it.
keep it on Teamless Tuesdays.
Joseph Wiley Grant to Campbell.
Yep. If you got Mamazoulis and someone else, Joseph, yeah, just do it, mate.
It's a bit sideways. Is it too sideways, Andrew?
Well, I mean, Luke's been talking about how hard it is for the hookers to be scoring, and I think
He's going to play.
he's going to play Origin.
It's weird with him.
Campbell's played. Yeah, he's
Meanwhile,
His game's just not correlating to fantasy this
Yeah.
year. It's very strange.
He's turning into Kieran Foran.
Yeah, a little bit. I know it's crazy, but you're right.
That's a good one.
Darren
yeah.
Lockyer. He used to be like that.
Yeah, I'd be getting. I think Campbell's going to be very popular this week.
Dukey, Connor Watson to Turbo, a good idea.
Nah,
No.
no. Unless you started with him like I did, don't do
Turbo
it.
may not even play. It was a
yeah,
late out
He's either not going to
last.
play or Manly will either get a good score up and then they'll put him on
Yeah,
ice.
that's
Like
right.
he's not going to be playing full 80.
He won't. Yeah, he won't, that's
I
the
don't think-
danger.
He
Yeah.
does love playing against the Eels, though.
Of course, and he loves playing at Brookie.
Yeah, but
Like it's like
They got bigger fish to fry.
the
mate.
stars are aligning.
They just need him healthy and
But I'm steering again. Love the bloke, but I'm steering clear of Turbo.
So you need him healthy in September, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what was it, 70? Was it last?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He does play well against
Doesn't
Panthers,
always,
but to Andrew's point, he's probably
Sunday Arvo.
Not worth the
if
one.
they're up big with 15 to go, he's coming.
He's
off.
coming off.
Keep Connor, he'll be
coming
fine.
off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because of the HIA that he's.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be
Guy's
yeah.
been getting mid-60s.
Yeah.
for fun.
Against Penrith, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dom Griffin, good to see you, Dom. Chase last week's point to get Garrick in via Brimson or give Brimson one more week. Ride the Lightning, Mr. Cyfleet. Cole being out, it's time to move.
Well, Griff's going very well this year. Max trade game.
Goes another way.
He's going very, very well, Griff. He's actually beating Cookie this year. So
I mean, Garrick in via Brimson makes a lot of sense.
I think so.
Makes a lot of
he's
sense.
He likes playing at Brookie as well.
Griff,
Sunday Arvo.
you are making the right decisions this year. It's good.
Lock it in.
Yeah, I'll be
Lock it in, Eddie.
get off Brimson, Griff. I like it. I like it a lot.
Good question there from Griff. And if there is any more questions, we're happy to get them. Otherwise, we might wrap it up.
Yeah, should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
No?
What are you doing this week with TradeWise, Andrew?
I'm looking at Bo for more, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe don't want to let go of Trent Liero, but I might have to.
I think you might have to.
Luke, what are
But
you
I
gonna
love
do?
him though.
Find a way to Walsh.
Walsh, early. I feel like
Yeah.
it's too early.
Yeah, I just just like my hunch last week with Haas, I got a real hunch about Walsh again this week.
Yeah, I'll probably just go Cleary to Haas.
Oh, okay.
Mate, that's the beauty of fantasy,
I love it.
Paulie. Everyone plays a
if
different
Haas gets
way.
another 100, I'll be happy, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
So,
Yeah, but then you've got to
Always
get Cleary back in next week.
yeah, figure it out.
Figure it out.
Haas might get injured.
Hashtag
I might trade it back.
not a sin bin. All right.
That's right. All right, we've got lots of stuff on the website, nrl.com, and the app, so stay tuned all week. Luke Cyfleet, Andrew Molly, Paulie G. Bye for now.